You're mad. I get it. This video is for all of you out there on the cusp of not playing one of the greatest games of our time, Hogwarts Legacy, because of a certain rich old lady.
That cannot change the fact that the author of these books remains the proprietor of the Harry Potter intellectual property.
Okay.
If purchasing this video game feels like a tacit endorsement of Rowling's retrograde worldview, nobody can say you're wrong.
Well, I think anybody can say that you're wrong. Like, if you buy a book, it doesn't mean that you agree with everything that the guy that wrote the book thinks.
This is your wake-up call. Get over it! Because, wonderful viewer, you're a wizard. At least on February 10th, you could be a wizard. Because let's face it, right now, you're a muggle. Just let that sink in. You are a muggle, but you could be a wizard. Harry Potter has been a hero to me since I was 9 years old. And more than likely, he's probably a hero to you, since, you're watching this. Not because he was super powerful or really cool. In fact, a lot of times he was not cool. Might I remind you of the cringy relationship he had with Cho. It was so awkward to read about that relationship. It's just, the life of me. Hard to read. But what made him heroic is that he always follows his heart. You see, Harry Potter did not care what others thought. The guy started off famous for something he had no memory of, felt undeserving for, and was constantly treated differently for it. But none of those things stopped him from doing what he wanted and following his heart. So what I'm saying is that with Hogwarts Legacy, you should also follow your heart. If you want to play the game and live your unwritten story as a real pixelated student in Hogwarts, then you should. It does not matter what your friends or colleagues or family think about it. What really matters is doing what you want to do with your life. And then later on, when those people come around, you can make time for them and accept them for the things that they maybe fall short on. Because Harry Potter would too. He would say that if you want to be a wizard at Hogwarts, then you go be a wizard at Hogwarts with this game. As far as what you should think about J.K. Rowling, I don't care. Think whatever you want about her. I'm not here to tell you about politics or how you should think outside of this game, but I can say that this is the real first time any Harry Potter fan, outside of those lucky few actors and actresses, has gotten to be a wizard in the wizarding world for real. And if our hero himself let what others thought of him get in the way of the decisions he made, he'd have never been the youngest seeker in a century. He wouldn't have had some of the best friends a guy could ask for in Ron and Hermione, the poor kid and the muggle-born girl. And he definitely wouldn't have ended up as an Aurora. He probably would have been some Death Eater that cared way too much what you-know-who thought about him. But he didn't, and you shouldn't either. Do with your life what you want to do. Follow your heart. And looking back at it, either way you spin it, J.K. Rowling is really only part of the game to cash a check. She's made no decisions about the game or the direction of it at all, thus stated by the FAQ on the Hogwarts Legacy website. In fact, she is so rich at this point, I don't care if she makes more money. I mean, do we really care if she makes even a little bit more money? She's so wealthy. This game doing well or failing horribly does not affect her life whatsoever. She's too rich already for it to even matter. But your $60 or pounds or whatever currency you use is really going to affect the lives and support the hard work of the developers who have bled, sweat, cried for this game to give you this chance to enjoy one of the most fantastical worlds ever created and live your unwritten story. So if there's any time to act like Harry Potter, now is that time. Like if you like, sub if you want to. Much more content to come soon. Peace.